Hello. My name is Mildred. In this lesson, we will continue exploratory data analysis and discuss crosstabs and pivot tables. A crosstabulation, CrossTab, is a frequency table that shows the relationship between two categorical variables. It answers the question, how are categories distributed across another category?
A pivot table is a more advanced summary table that groups data, aggregates values, mean, sum, count, etc., and can include multiple dimensions. It answers the question, what is the summary statistic of a numeric variable grouped by categories?
Let's now explore our data set.
Example 1. Major versus gender crosstabulation. This table shows the academic major in the rows and the gender in the columns. The values are the counts of the students. It answers the questions. How many male students are in CS, Math, or Business? How many female students are in CS, Maths, or Business? Is one major dominated by a particular gender?
How to interpret the visual. If counts are similar, it means a balanced distribution. If one category dominates, there is possible imbalance. Crosstabs show counts, not averages. This is purely frequency analysis. Some use cases of this are demographic distributions, survey analysis, market segmentation. Let's now look at pivot table.
To get more insight and observe trends and patterns, a pivot table is used. It summarizes a dataset into a multidimensional, cross-tabulated table. The code snippet on the screen shows how we generated the pivot table. The pivot table uses the average exam score for each of the major to answer questions like, do CS students perform better than business or math students? Which major has the highest average exam score?
For the pivot table, if one major shows a higher average, it might be due to possible better preparation, stronger academic alignment, random variation in simulated data. Unlike CrossTab, pivot tables analyze numeric performance. CrossTabs analyze category distribution. Now we grouped by major for the rows, gender for the columns, and average exam score. This answers the question, do male and female students perform differently within each major? Is there performance variation by gender inside each program? This is multivariable exploratory data analysis. When to use each in exploratory data analysis. Use CrossTab when exploring demographic distribution, checking class balance, investigating categorical relationships. Use pivot tables when comparing performance by group, finding averages per category, analyzing multidimensional summaries.
In summary, use CrossTab for categorical versus categorical analysis. Use a pivot table for categorical versus numerical. The CrossTab output shows counts while the pivot table output shows aggregated statistics. The CrossTab shows distribution while the pivot table shows summary statistics.
I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you did, please give us a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. We love to read your feedback. Hope to see you again in another lesson.